Still got my coffee. Hello and welcome back. Today is the first day in my week of tags. I have picked 5 bookish tags that I'm going to take on, and every day this week, Monday through Friday, I'm posting one of the tags. I just thought this sounded like a lot of fun because I love watching some of these tag videos. They're so much fun. I guess I should do the Booktube Newbie Tag, which is the tag I'm starting out with today. I know a lot of people, that's their very first video they put up. I kind of marched to the beat of my own drummer, so I did not want to post that one first. However, I do want to post it pretty early in my channel, and so it's the very first book that we're taking on today, Monday. Booktube Newbie Tag. Let's dive right in. All right, I have all of the questions written down here, so if you see me looking at that, that's why. And also, disclaimer, I don't know who started this tag. I tried to find out. I really did. I tried to Google it, not Google it. I searched it in YouTube, Booktube Newbie Tag Original. Nothing really came up. So unfortunately, I won't be able to link the original creator in the description box below. However, if you know, please tell me, and I would like to pin that comment or, something like that. Because I really believe in giving credit to the originator of different tags. All of the other tags this week do have the creator tagged. All the other tags this week do have the original one linked in the description box, or at least they will once I upload them. So yeah, if you know who made this tag, please let me know. Prompt 1, why did you start this channel? Well, to be honest, I've been watching Booktube since 2015. It is now, is that true? 2015? Maybe 2016. I've been watching it for a long time. That's 4 or 5 years. And I've kind of always secretly wanted to make a channel, but I just never quite had the time to sit down and take on the massive learning curve that is editing and uploading and running a Bookstagram. For me, I knew I really wanted to run a Bookstagram alongside a Booktube channel. This is really long-winded. I've thought about doing it for a really long time. And the reason that I started now is because I finally had enough time to sit down and take on that learning curve, because it was a big one. I just wanted a place to get to talk about books. And I think for a while I didn't start sooner because there were plenty of readers in my life. I've referenced this before, but a lot of people in my family read. My mom, my dad, my brother, my husband, both my grandparents, well, both my mom's parents, my aunt, my mom's sister, she's a really big reader. A lot of my friends are really big readers. And so because of that, it didn't feel like this pressing need. I know a lot of booktubers start their channel because, or this is what I've heard at least, because they just want a place to talk about books this much. And I've always been surrounded by readers. So the learning curve made me wait until now. The fact that I do have people to talk about books with made me feel like it's not a huge pressing need. But then the opportunity presented itself because I had more time on my hands thanks to working from home and not being able to socialize. It's okay. This extrovert we're fine. We're just fine. And I just really wanted a creative outlet. And it turns out it's been so much fun. I wish I'd done it so much sooner. I wish I'd done it back in 2016 when I first thought about it. Although, maybe not, because 2016 me, maybe not. Maybe 2017 or 2018. Anyway, I wish I had done it a lot sooner. Number 2, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? Well, I have so many ideas for projects. I have a secret TBR in May of 3 books. I talked about that in my May TBR. I'm doing my hashtag Savage Sci-Fi Faves right now. I have another project that I'm thinking of that has to do with classics. I have a 4th project, I almost said 3rd, 4th project I'm thinking of that has to do with some nonfiction books. So I think I have a lot of fun projects in mind. I've been talking about books with my family for so long. I have a lot of enthusiasm for them. I think I'm a very broad reader. The only genre that I don't really take on is horror, mystery. I like cozy mysteries. I love cozy mysteries. But anything that's gonna scare me, that's a no, that's a pass. Horror, thriller, not happening. But outside of that, I read basically every genre. I love nonfiction, I love fantasy and sci-fi, I love classics, I love memoirs. I just love a lot of things. I love cookbooks, okay? Like, the only reason I don't read mystery thriller is because I get scared easily. So I think the projects that I want to take on will be really fun. I think the way I talk about books is really fun, or at least it's fun for me. I think I'm a very original person. I like thinking outside of the box. And so even the idea of doing tags or TBRs, like, there's something I want to do because I want to talk about books like that. But even in that, there's something in me that resists because I want to be my own person. So I don't know, I have a lot of brain ideas that just sound really fun. I don't know if any of that made sense or was like a cohesive thought, because I got enthusiastic and slightly, I think, scrambled in my talking. But the TLDR is unique projects, enthusiasm for books, and I just like having a lot of fun thinking outside the box and reading a variety of things. Number 3. What are you most excited for about this new channel? I think it should be excited about for this new channel, but I'm not totally sure. Honestly, for me, having a creative outlet like this, I don't necessarily identify as a creative person. However, I'm not a creative person, and I've noticed that when I don't have a creative outlet, I kind of lose my mind a little bit. And so just being able to have this outlet where I have a place to talk about books, I can do something creative when it comes to like filming and recording and uploading. I can think outside the box with projects. Yeah, so just having a place to be creative, having a place to talk about books. Honestly, I also really love sharing my videos with my mom and my aunt, my grandmother especially, because they're just such staples in my life. And so getting to like share this with them is like all the reward that I need. I often feel like, well, I would love a ton of subscribers just so I have a lot of people in my comments that we can talk about things together. As long as my mom and my aunt and my grandmother are enjoying my videos, I don't really care. Maybe that's bad. No, it's probably good. Number 4, why do you love reading? Oh my gosh, I could do a whole video on why I love reading. Okay, we'll try to summarize and not ramble. Honestly, why do I not love reading? Is there a reason that I don't love it? I don't know. So I guess some of the top reasons would be I love getting immersed in new worlds. I love stories. I love telling stories, and so I love reading stories. I love creativity. I love the worlds that you can go to. I love the escapism of it. I love the relaxation of it. Oh gosh, why not? And honestly, I love learning things. I've not read a ton of nonfiction in March and April, maybe one, but usually I read 2 or 3 nonfiction books a month because I love learning. I really love I love expanding my horizons. There we go. That's how I want to summarize this. I love expanding my horizons, whether that's through learning new things in nonfiction or through getting to visit new worlds and new stories and new characters through fiction. Number 5, what book or series got you into reading? I don't know. I've been reading my whole life. Not literally, because the first 3 years I didn't know how to read, maybe the first 4 years. I remember trying to figure out how to read and sitting in my closet in the house we lived in when I was like 3 or 4, just like trying to teach myself how to read. I wanted to read since I knew what reading was. Do I remember what book or series I first read? Absolutely not. Have I been reading my whole life since then? Absolutely. I will hit a couple of the books and series that like emphasized my love for reading. We did the Redwall series on family vacations. We would get them on, back in the day, audio cassette. There was the Skylark series by E.E. Doc Smith, which was a classic science fiction series that my dad read to us before bedtime. There was the Chronicles of Narnia series. I have vivid memories of sitting on my couch and reading that one out loud to my mom. There was the Twilight series. I hate that series now, but there was a hot second, 3 months long, in high school when I was all about it. And I have since repented of my ways. I don't mind if you like Twilight, but I no longer do. The Hunger Games, that was another series that basically, I don't know what got me into reading, but these have been things that have kept me in reading. And the Bobby Pendragon series by DJ McHale, Started it when I was 11, finished it when I was 19, 18 or 19. Grew up with Bobby Pendragon. That series probably had the biggest mark on my life of any series ever. Number 6, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I don't know. Because I think I have asked my favorite booktubers a lot of questions in the comments or on their Instagrams, or sometimes they'll post like Q&As. I just really don't know. I think my most confident answer is going to be, I don't think I have any. I guess really what I want more than asking questions, I just want to be able to interact, and I want them to see my channel, and I want to get to talk to them and be their friend. That more than questions. That's what I want. Number 7, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Initially, obviously, the learning curve. Right now, I think I'm in the process of finding a rhythm as far as where in my week filming fits in, where in my week editing fits in, how to continue reading a lot, how to continue, because I work full-time, I read a lot. The reason I've been able to have time to get into this is because I'm not socializing right now, thanks social distancing. So I guess just like that balance, you know, that's a learning curve I'm in right now, is how to create content and have it work into my life naturally. Number 8, when did you start reading? I kind of touched on this by accident or inadvertently or whatever. I tried to learn how to read when I was 3. And honestly, I've been reading ever since I learned how to read. Number 9, where do you read? Usually on my bed, sometimes on the couch, occasionally outside, sometimes on one of my chairs. And also I listen to audiobooks while I'm driving or cooking or working on my bullet journal or doing chores. So everywhere. Probably the highest quantity of time reading is spent on my bed. I think that is the space where I read the most. Number 10, last question. What kind of books do you like to read? I did hit on this earlier, or referenced it earlier when I was talking about why I love reading, I think it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the question. I will read anything except for mystery and thriller, and that's only because I'm a scaredy cat. I will read anything else. I love fantasy. Fantasy is probably about 50% of what I read, but I also love science fiction. I love nonfiction. I love classics. I love some contemporaries. I read less contemporaries now than I have in the past, but I think that's partially a mood thing. Honestly, anything. I love anything. Those are my top ones, though, would be fantasy, science fiction, nonfiction, and classics. Yes. All right, that is the last question at the end of this tag. I hope you really enjoyed getting to watch this. I'm really excited to keep filming tags and to get to post them every day. Yeah, so leave what you think in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel so that you can get my tags every single day when I publish them. And I hope you're having a really wonderful day, taking great care of yourself and loving the people around you.